Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to our beloved lecturer, Prof. Dr. Wan Azlinda binti Mohammed, and fellow friends. Our group project has decided to choose Mann-Whitney U test as our selected study to study about the learning strategy engineering student between boy and girl in University Malaysia Pahang and the data given to analysis. Before I start our presentation, I would like to introduce our member groups. My name is Shazza Atiram Ramli.
My name is Nafatia binti Ramli.
And my name is Siti Al-Baya binti Yahaya.
For the concept of Mann-Whitney U test is,
Mann-Whitney U test is the non-parametric alternative test to the independent sample t-test. It is a non-parametric test that used to compare two sample means that come from the same population and used to test whether two sample means are equal or not. Usually, the Mann-Whitney U test is used when the data is ordinal or when the assumption of the t-test are not mean and not normally distribution. In addition, Mann-Whitney U test have to use the hypothesis for compare of two independent group, that is null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. For null hypothesis are the two samples come from the identical population, or the sum of the range is similar. Alternative hypothesis are the two samples come from the different population, or the sum of the range is different. For the testing a hypothesis, the Mann-Whitney U value for the test statistical is compared to a table critical value based on the sample size of each group. Usually, the U test use two-tailed test. However, some tests we have table 1 test significant level for this purpose. If the sample size is large, more than 25, the Z test can be used for a one-side test.
For the background of study, the purpose of this study was to examine the comparison of learning strategies for male student and female student from the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering FKMP at University Malaysia Pahang. This study was conducted to examine the learning strategy used by two different gender groups involving both female and male students, as the majority of students from FKMP consist of male students. There are two variables used in this study. The variables are independent variables involve gender of male student and female student. Since the variables used are independent variables, Mann-Whitney test is suitable for a test for this study. The data that we used for this study was a secondary data, which is we extracted from the mini research of development and validation of an integrated cognition affection connection from framework toward understanding engineering student retention and study success.
hypothesis. Hypothesis is the tentative statement about the relationship between two or more variables. It's a specific testable prediction about what are expected to happen in a study. For null hypothesis in this study is, there is no statistical difference between the mean of males and female learning strategy. For alternative hypothesis is, there is a statistical difference between the mean of male and female learning strategy.
For the data collection is a process of collecting, gathering, and measuring information for all the relevant resources to find answers to the research problem, test the hypothesis, and evaluate the outcome. Data collection method can be divided into two categories: secondary method of data collection and primary method of data collection. This study involved 30 respondents consisting of 18 female students and 12 male students. This data involves students from the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering at UMP. The table below show the mean value of each item which is used to measure the learning strategy for respondent.
Table below show the compute data collection that has been obtained from the analysis student software SPSS 16.0.
For the value of mean, for male, 3.9167, and for female, the value of mean is 4.0455.
As you can see, the table below shows two histogram graphs represent two independent variables, which is gender, female and male. The graph generated by using software SPSS 16.0 to see whether the data obtained is normally distribution data or not.
For the graph that we already got, we can see the data is not normally distribution.
And this is suitable for Mann-Whitney U test.
The table below shows the descriptive statistic of learning strategy. The learning strategy, the mean is like 3.9939.
The table below shows Mann-Whitney U test of learning strategies. As you can see, the sum of rank is 170.5 and for male, and for female 294.5.
As you can see, the table shows the result for the Mann-Whitney U test that we use from software SPSS 16.0.
This is a step for calculation manual method. For the first step is to rank all the score together, ignore which the group they belong to. The lowest score get a rank of 1 and the next lowest get a rank of 2, and so on. If two or more scores are identical, it is a tie, then they get the average of the rank that they would have obtained. They have to different between each other. Here we have score of 2 score with a value of 2. Therefore the average rank is 1 and 2 divide by 2. 1 and 2 equal to 3 and divide by 2. So the rank for 1 and 2 is 1.5 for both 1 and 2 rank. The next procedure is to sum up the rank of female and male separately. Step 3. By using the formula U1 equal to N1 plus U1 equal to N1 times N2 plus N1 times M2 plus N1 divided by 2 minus sum of rank, we'll get the U obtained. To choose the U obtained between the two U is select the smallest of these two U, and that is called U obtained. In this case, U obtained is 92.5. Step 5, based on table, U critical is 61. So U obtained is greater than U critical. Therefore, we fail to reject null hypothesis. That means there is no statistical difference between the mean learning strategy of male and female.
The table shows the non-parametric test by using SPSS method. The conclusion.
There is no statistically difference between the mean learning strategies of male and female. Thank you.
Thank you for your attention.